do North Korea and the United Kingdom both have in common? They're a dictatorship. Kim Jong-un Starmer is trying his best, one last attempt to enforce such a sickening, despicable, deplorable idea on this nation, and it looks like he's not going to be stopped. Keir Starmer is going to try and control you. He's going to try to take everything away from you, and we must stop it. Sign the petition, get involved, and make sure that a digital ID never passes through our country. If you want your freedom, then say no to it. Big up to each and every single one of you. This is True Brit Media. We're here to speak the truth, expose the truth, and live the truth. And all thanks to you guys, we have a platform here to have our say. So big up to everyone who is a subscriber of the channel. Let me know if you're back for another video. And if you're new around here, then come and join the journey, because we're here to speak loud and proud of what is right. Make sure you get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on the digital ID. I doubt there's anyone there backing it, but if you are, let me know why. And if you're against it and what Keir Starmer, this dictatorship, is trying to do, then let me hear your voice, because this is the platform to be heard. So without further ado, why is this big news? Well, Keir Starmer today has been prancing around trying to promote this digital ID. I swear to God, this guy spends more time on Twitter or X than he does actually doing action and making things happen. I don't care if someone else is running his account. I'm sick of seeing Keir Starmer tweet. And here's his most latest video that he's produced. And this comes, as I said, at the back of him going around. This is the title today. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing a massive push with the digital ID amid public backlash. And this public backlash is massive. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer promoted the government's digital ID scheme today, describing it as a tool to simplify bureaucracy, secure our borders, and reduce illegal immigration via a free Gov digital wallet with encrypted details. Very clever, Keir. Bring in the immigration, bring in the borders. But we all know that's not going to happen. We all know that is not going to reduce immigration. And in fact, I think it's going to make the gap even bigger, that actually these migrants are going to not have the technology, not have the dependency to have this digital ID, and they're just going to roam free like they are now. So that's a load of rubbish in itself. Let's continue. It also says the proposal outlined in September and featuring no mandatory use beyond work checks until 2029 has drawn widespread opposition on X from critics fearing surveillance and control, with polls showing only 14% support and a petition nearing 3 million signatures. And there we go. And I'm going to say to people now, if you can, let's post the link of that petition. I'm going to put it under this video. Get and sign that petition for me now. But the big thing, the big news there is the 2029 catch. Oh, yeah, digital ID, go and use it. It's okay. You don't have to have it. And I'll show you this video of Keir Starmer in a minute saying, you don't have to have it. Put an asterisk in until 2029. This control, this dictatorship is scary. They're doing it right in front of our faces, and they do not care. They do not care. And look at the backlash of the public. But it's not just the public. Other MPs are also standing up for what's right. And that gives me a little bit of faith that there are some MPs who are willing to go to that length. And I'm going to show you one MP who's actually said, you know what, Keir? You need to go screw yourself. He said, Rupert Lowe, we will fight you in Parliament every step of the way. He goes on to say, Dear Prime Minister, we are writing to register our profound and passionate opposition to your reported plans for compulsory UK-wide digital identity scheme. Again, he's not stupid. He can see that it's trying to be compulsory. Yet you've got Keir Starmer going around telling people you don't have to have it. What a load of bull that is. Such a policy would represent an unprecedented level of state control over British citizens. This is a fundamental change to the relationship between the individual and the state. It's dangerous, intrusive, and deeply un-British. It risks building the foundations of a surveillance state, one that will inevitably expand in scope over time. He goes on to say that they will fight him at every step. The British people do not want this, and the British people do not need this. Compulsory digital ID would mark a dangerous and permanent shift in the balance of power between government and governed. We will oppose it at every stage. And these are all the MPs who have signed it so far. I think it's disgusting that more MPs haven't signed it, if I'm honest, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. At least we've got some of them in there who are going to move in the right direction in that way. But look, There is some absolutely coswob bollocks coming out of this guy's mouth. I want to show you some of the things that he said. First and foremost, okay, he tweeted this. I'm going to show you the video last. It's frustrating having to rummage around in a drawer looking for an old electricity bill just to open a new bank account. Digital ID will make our lives easier. Let's be real here. Has this man ever done that? Has this man ever had to look for an old electricity bill to open a new bank account? No. No, he hasn't. So why pretend you know what that's like? That bugged me. But then have a look at the demographic, the people that he's speaking to. And look, my wife and I looked at this and we said exactly the same. Young people. Young people. Yeah, that's the bankers that he's went to speak to. But you can see there the Q&A session that he does in here, trying to brainwash these young people into thinking it's okay. That annoyed me as well. But let me show you this video of him then prancing around. It's just pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. And this video, people, if you're not angry already, then listen to this video. I can't help but show you this because you're going to shake your head like I was when I was listening to it. Here we go. Listen to this.
So I'm in Brighton today. This is Barclays Bank, and I've been talking to customers about digital ID, and they're really enthusiastic. It'll have your basic information on it. For everything other than proving you've got a right to work, it won't be mandatory.
Did we hear that? It won't be mandatory. It won't be mandatory. Oh, is that right, Kier? Why didn't you follow that up with it won't be mandatory until 2029? That thing of, it reminds me of that thing called COVID, about the jabs. Oh, you don't have to have them unless you want to work. Are you a healthcare profession? It's up to you if you want to have a jab. But if you want to keep your job, you have to have it. This whole idea of things being a choice. We're not stupid. Don't disrespect us. There's no choice in this matter. You're going to enforce it on each and every single one of us. And if we say no, then we're going to be punished for it. The state will punish you. Let's continue. And as I said, look at this young
You have to have it, but you can have it. You can use it for anything that requires identification. And there are lots of things. If you want to rent, for example, if you want to apply for a mortgage, if you want to get your child into primary school, there's a catchment area, and you've got to show where you live, proving who you are, what your date of birth is, will just be able to be done with digital ID. They're really up for it. And I think once you understand just how much easier it'll make life, so many more people will be too.
And do you know what? It gets me thinking, right? Is it really that much of a hassle? Take a picture of your driving license or passport. Is it really that much of a hassle that people have to find a bank statement? No. For the sake of securing your identity, for the sake of your privacy, for the sake of being in control of your own life, that extra 30 seconds to a minute, I think it's worth it. Just doing that. But here we go. This is the final part that probably got me, is that the things he talks about, they're just so blasé. That last bit of the video, so mundane things about this digital ID. But what we all know is that the digital ID is there to spy on you. It's there to spy on you. Now, have a look at some of these comments that are put into the comment from Kier. He says, these are brilliant. In terms of it, it says, look, digital ID. Sorry, I haven't put it on screen. Digital ID will control all of your day-to-day life. Digital ID forces Chinese people to line up in a typhoon to take COVID PCR tests, or their vaccine passport will expire, so they're banned from going to work, buying food, taking public transport, or even going home. That is an example of digital ID in China. Do you know what I mean? And again, look at this. Digital ID, the digital leash around your neck, centralization, multiple IDs collapse into one number, biometrics added, mandatory linkage, SIM cards, bank accounts, social media, travel tickets, behavioral scoring, credit compliance, fines, online speech, such as these type of platforms, access control. The ID becomes a pass/fail gate for transport, healthcare, education, or money. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And there's again some of the things that it could have. What could digital ID mean for you? Data breaches, identity theft, fraud, government overreach, political restriction, privacy violation, freedom loss, resource diversion. The list goes on and on and on. And I just find it so sickening and disgusting the way that Keir is going around parading this today. Oh, he went to a bank in Brighton to speak to some top bankers and do. We don't want it. And we're going to have to fight this. You're going to have to sign petitions. You're going to have to get other MPs to wake up like Rupert Lowe and get as many of them to stop this happening. Digital ID would be the end of your freedom. We simply cannot let it happen, people. So if you got all the way through to this video, then let me know to the end. It's been absolutely a pleasure to, again, speak the truth, expose the truth, and live the truth with you guys. Smash a like, subscribe. I'm out of here. Ta-da.